What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Crimson, and today I'm actually triggered because I've done this recording like 6 different times, and every time I've had to reset it. Whether it's my internet dying, whether it's the upload messing up, whether it's OBS crashing, like, screw this. I'm just gonna do a really quick video and hope nothing bad happens. So, this is the week 3 battle for the UBL. Made some drops before this week happened. Traded Jolteon to my week 2 opponent for Registeel, which is a good pickup because it gives my team more bulk that isn't Meloetta. We also dropped Flygon for Mudsdale and Mega Beedrill for Mega Sceptile. Obviously, this has better coverage, which is why I chose it as my Mega, and I didn't like Mega Beedrill. It wasn't really something I needed to bring. Like, sure, it was there. It was an adaptability mon that could break through teams, but, like, I already have mons that can break through teams. Look at Terrakion, look at Thundurus. Like, Mega Sceptile can do the same thing. It can break through teams. Obviously, Leaf Storm, like, OHKO's everything, but that's -2 special attack afterwards. Okay, so let's get right into this, because I don't want my internet to die again. We got Mega Sceptile, speed creeping a Tapu Koko after Mega Evolution. EQ, Focus Blast, Leaf Storm, Dragon Pulse, coverage to hit everything on his team. Hold up. Let's show you guys his team. He's Tapu Koko, Megazard X, Rotomosh, Clefable, Bisharp, Celebi, Haxorus, Nidoking, Aerodactyl, Weezing, Porygon 2, and Heracross. Okay, so all of this, like, there's literally nothing on his team that wants to take this coverage except, like, a Celebi, right? And I'm almost certain Celebi does not come to this matchup because, look at this team, right? Thundee, Terrakion, sure, I guess it's good against Terrakion. Weavile, though, this thing, like, actually scares that thing away. We got Darmanitan, Togekiss, even Fortress gets free hazards up on it. Cofagrigus, Meloetta can even beat that thing, I think, because it can Shadow Ball it and it can't Shadow Ball back. Anyway, yeah, so this is the spread. Literally, like, destroys his team. Next up, we got Terrakion here. Scarfed in case a Haxorus or Charizard X decide, you know what, I'm gonna get to +1. And, yeah, this just beats it. Classic coverage with EQ, Close Combat, and Stone Edge, and then the Poison Jabs for Clefable. We have the Yachi Berry Mudsdale for Nidoking, as I don't have much on this team that can beat a Nidoking, or literally nobody does, because Nidoking's a monster. We got Rest, Sleep Talk, EQ, Heavy Slam, Max Physically Bulky to take a +1 Charizard Flare Blitz. Also, what is it? It tanks +2 Bisharp anything, and I believe it also tanks any one attack from a +1 Haxorus that is an Aqua Tail. Next up, we got Registeel. This is a mixed defensive kind of variant with 64 attack. I got the Shukaberry, Stealth Rock, EQ, Iron Defense, and Thunder Wave. This spread has a good chance to live a Megazard X Flare Blitz, and an Iron Defense actually just makes me tank, like, any physical attack on his team. Next up, we got Thundurus. And T-Wave is good utility for speed control and whatnot, because this team is, like, semi-slow, but not, like, super slow. It's pretty fast, actually, but T-Wave just makes sure none of his Scarfers are a big problem. Thundurus Therian's here with Expert Belt, Sludge Wave, Focus Blast, Thunderbolt, Nasty Plot, Sludge Wave for Clefable, Focus Blast for Porygon 2, Thunderbolt literally bodies everything else. Sludge Wave also hits Celebi, which is not a threat to my team, so I doubt he's going to bring it. And lastly, we got Phytinium Z Focus Blast for Porygon 2, because if Terrakion goes down early, then I need to be able to have other counters to Porygon 2. We have Calm Mind, Psychic, and Hyper Voice. The Calm Mind Phytanium, or okay, so Calm Mind boosted, like +1, Focus Blast with Phytanium Z, has a chance to kill, or is a guaranteed kill against a physically defensive Rotom Wash after rocks. So, like, that's a thing if he's gonna bring, like, a Fizz Def Rotom Wash. But he could very well just bring Spadef. So, let's get right into the battle, because I swear to God, if my internet breaks, I'm gonna kill myself. Okay. I got the team you saw, and my opponent chooses not to bring Haxorus, Megazard X, Tapu Koko, Porygon 2, like, all of those mons are, like, really good. And even the Nidoking, which actually just surprised me. That mon bodied my team. Anyway, I choose here to lead with Mega Sceptile, predicting the Rotom Wash lead. He leads with his Heracross. Obviously, I could just stay in Mega Evolve and, like, try to Leaf Storm it and blow it away, but most of these things are usually Scarfed. So, since I know Mega Horn kills a Mega Sceptile and Close Combat does not kill a Mega Sceptile, I'm free to make the play into Terrakion here, as he does just Mega Horn, which does a chunk. That's actually a ton of damage for being 4 times resisted, I believe. So now I can click a Rock move because it hits his entire team except for Bisharp. And this Rock move just goes to the left of Rotom, which is fine. It would have been nice to scout the set, but that's all it was really there for. Registeel switch. I pulled the switch into Registeel, predicting the Clefable to come in, which was solid plays. Obviously, I don't have the Iron Head, but he's scared out because he doesn't know that. So predicting him to want to make the play into either Heracross or Weezing, I just toss off a nice solid T-Wave. I also could have understood the Rotom play, but, you know, no point in predicting that. I can get rocks up on that thing anytime. So now he's parried. I make the pivot into Meloetta. Meloetta lost its purpose when I saw there was no Nidoking. There's no, like, anything really. There's no P2. Like, most of the purpose of Meloetta is useless. So Meloetta is just a solid pivot. I knew that I'd take one hit, like, and scare him out, but, like, I was just pivoting to see what he'd lock himself into. So now that he did that, I make a risky play, predicting the Bisharp to want to come out here on the Psychic move. That's super obvious. And he makes a good middle ground play into Clefable. Like, this is a solid middle ground play. So now I have to make the switch, and I make the switch into Registeel. He clicks Fire Blast, and this burn right here. I've talked about this thing like 10 different times today. This is super crucial. So obviously, like, it might not seem super crucial. Hey, you don't have Iron Head, you're not going to do anything to Clefable anyway. But it'll come into fruition later in the match. He goes into Heracross as I get my rocks up, which, I mean, I don't really care. This mon is not fodder yet, because it still walls the living daylight out of some things. But here I make the switch into Thundurus, as I know I can tank either 2 Mega Horns or 2 Close Combats. If he clicks Stone Edge there, he's actually a wild man. So, yeah, I clicked Nasty Plot here because I did not know whether the Clefable was unaware or not. Once he switches in, that makes me realize, hey, look, he's unaware. So this Nasty Plot didn't matter. But I knew that I could tank any one hit from a Clefable because that's weak-ass shit, my dude. So, yeah, I click Sludge Wave. Obviously, proves that he's unaware. I get the special attack drop, which kind of sucks, because if that's an AV Weezing, I could have been in trouble. But it's fine, I just blow this thing away. The Aerodactyl comes in, which is the only reason. I had no reason at all to set up a Nasty Plot, because there's still something on his team that's faster than me. So I should have realized that and not set up the Nasty Plot, but it's whatever. I mean, Thundurus basically did all it needed to do and nuked the wall, so that's solid. Now he goes into I go into Terrakion, knowing he has to click the Rock move. Not that he wouldn't have a flying move that could kill from that range, but, just, you know, even if he did, it wouldn't kill me, because it would be like Aerial Ace or something. And also, Here, I could have clicked Stone Edge, but in case he wanted to make the play in Bisharp, predicting a Stone Edge, I decided to click Close Combat here, and this wasn't the best play. Like, I understand that like Bisharp's something that I could have switched in, but, you know, the fact that I clicked Close Combat just means Wheezing comes in for free. Like, I could have Stone Edged, but, you know, Close Combat still killed, so I'm gonna click it. And now he goes Wheezing. And this play actually gives him so much momentum right here, right? Because I have to go into the burned Registeel. Expecting, like, I don't know. I mean, this is the only thing that, like, walls it, you know? It's wall v wall. I mean, I could have went Mudsdale, which was definitely the better play. Even though this thing has Levitate, it doesn't really matter. I just need something to, like, you know, tank hits from this. So I go Registeel. He pulls the double into Bisharp. Or, like, outwall it, I mean, not tank hits, because that thing's clearly not an offensive presence. So I go into Registeel, he goes Bisharp, and this is where this burn comes into fruition, right? He gets the sub up, I'm like, shit, because I clicked T-Wave on the sub, because obviously I didn't know he'd be sub. Good prep, bring in sub SD. As you can see, obviously the SD's right there. I click EQ, and with the burn, this is a roll. Without the burn, that does like 50-ish%. Let's get the Registeel. Let's see, Earthquake. Okay, so without the burn, that's doing 45 to 53% to this thing. With the burn, however, this is 22 to 26, which looks like, yeah, that's heavily in his favor. It's really not. It's basically 23 to 27. Literally, what is it? Any one of these rolls right here? No, yeah, any one of these 7 rolls would have killed his sub. Any one of these 9 rolls don't. And that means I get one of these 9 rolls, which isn't hacks per se, but just the fact that, you know, special attack drop, fire blast, burn, stone edge miss, just stuff like that really stacks on, and I wish I got some of that luck, but it's fine. It's not like, it hasn't been the haxiest match so far, it's just been a little bit leaning in his favor. So EQ doesn't break the sub. He clicks Sucker Punch, and this kills me. So right here, once EQ doesn't break his sub, I know I'm in trouble, right? So, like, look at my team, and look at a +2 Bisharp. I have one thing to take a hit from this thing, and it would be Mudsdale. So, yeah, I get Sucker Punch swept at this point, except for Mudsdale. So I have to make some plays here. I have to wear down the PP, is what's going through my mind anyway. But I do the stupidest thing and switch my Terrakion out into Mudsdale. If he clicked Iron Head or Knockoff or whatever, I actually just choked the game away. Like, I could not do anything to win. Or so I thought, anyway. Because, as you're going to see, this turn right here, solid critical hit Iron Head. And this guaranteed mattered, because Mudsdale is a wall and a half. As you can see from this, damage right here, Iron Head at +2. This is with a crit. Without a crit, it's doing 70 to 84. With the crit, 106 to 126. So, yeah, I would have been able to break through the sub. Whoops. I would have been able to break through the sub, which would have been nice. But now he's still got the sub protection, which means I only have one play to win. And it's going to Meloetta and putting in the cleanest bait in chat. GG, literally lose to fucking Sucker Punch. Now let me tell you how quality this bait is. He clicks the Sucker Punch because he gets baited. I click the Calm Mind. And this bait is quality baiting because, watch this calc right here, Meloetta, max special attack, Hyper Voice. Right, Hyper Voice breaks through the sub. Everyone knows that voice moves break through sub, Bug Buzz, Hyper Voice, whatever other moves that I can't think of. So without the +1, I'm doing 35 to 42, which means like I could click it and hope that Life Orb kills him after. But I knew he has Sucker Punch. I know he has Sucker Punch. I can't really make that play. So what I do is instead bait him into clicking Sucker Punch. So I get the Calm Mind up, and then at +1 special attack, 53 to 63. This is guaranteed kills. So here's my mindset, because this is a 50-50 right here on this turn. Let me pause right here. Oh, well, shit, now you can see what I did. So this risky play with Mudsdale and Terrakion really tells me how he likes to use Sucker Punch. Like, I go in Terrakion, he clicks Sucker Punch. Seeing that I want to stall out Sucker Punch PP, my man decides I'm going to click Iron Head second turn, right? So he does the same thing here. He does Sucker Punch into Knockoff, I believe, is what he did. So Meloetta gets that kill. Then I remember how I said +1 Meloetta Fightinium Z Focus Blast can kill a physically defensive Rotom Wash. We'll watch this, my guy. Goodbye. And that thing gets blown away. Weezing comes out, gets put down. And Heracross comes out and also gets put down. And this is the match. And so, as you can see, that burn hacks on Registeel literally could have cost me the entire game. Like, there was nothing I could do at that point except outplay Sucker Punches. Thankfully, I did. Because I really did not. The way I was playing that match was super solid, if you asked me. It's just, you know, a little bit of hacks kind of got me a bit triggered. So, we are now the highest league in the team with highest team in the league with a 3-0 +9, waiting for my boy Johnson to fight. He is the second highest. He's 2-0 +7, and he's got a battle to do. He's also in my conference, so I might not have first seed yet. Waiting for his match, obviously. This match was good, well played on both of our parts. There was some really risky doubles and whatnot, like, you know, how we made the Weezing play into Bisharp. That was nice. But yeah, I just want to say that's a really good game played by both of us. Thankfully, that hacks didn't matter. And also, one last thing to leave you on. My boy Meloetta is third killer in the league because it picked up 4 kills this match, I think. Oh yeah, it's definitely 4 kills. Yeah, it killed Bisharp, Rotom Wash, Weezing, Heracross. So it did get 4 kills this match. That puts it at a 6-1 after 3 weeks, which means that it has the tied for second highest KD. Only thing beating it is Snorlax because it's gotten like 2 curse sweeps. And it's tied second for Heatran because it got like a Z Sunny Day sweep or something like that. It was pretty fire. But, anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is like the 25th time I've been recording this, so thankfully, I'm done with it. Hopefully nothing happened to the recording, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.